Today, our champion, Janet Poch of Lynn, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Mal Onorato of Natick, Massachusetts on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, always speaking for the whole crew when I say we're glad you chose to join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts. 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling will decide our winner, total pinfall. And to each of the bowlers will come a handsome trophy, which is provided by Din Brothers of Boston and Holyoke, and as you can see, they are nice to look at. They will be properly inscribed with the name and the date. Make a nice souvenir. And each will receive some money. $700 goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string. Should they tie, they would split that at $50 apiece. And to our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks will go a $50 gift certificate. That's from Rotman's Furniture of Worcester. Okay, let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Okay, Mal, no, you come closer because they haven't seen you for a while, not since last year, all right?
That's right.
Yeah, we were just looking it up, Don Riley and I, and it's 1973 you made your first appearance on this, and you were bowling against a pretty fine lady, Stacia Zernicke.
Yes, I bowled Stacia. God love her, huh?
Yeah. And here you are back again, and you look just the same, huh?
No.
No.
No, it's a little darker, no, whiter up there.
Yes, a little bit. True, it is. Well, in your case, it's still thick, though, but in mine, well, we'll forget about that.
Okay.
And Janet is rolling along, and since this is going to be the end of the streak for the ladies at this particular season, I know that you want to enjoy the winter time and the springtime and the early summer. You'd like to go off as another winner, right?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, well, you had a tough test last week.
Yeah.
And you never know what this
Never
lady,
know.
you know, she can be tough. I want to tell you.
Definitely, anybody can be.
All right. No point in my talking to you guys anymore. Everybody else wants to see you bowl, so let's do that. Good luck. We'll get underway right after this. Challenger Mal Onorato of Natick. High single 176, high triple 460, league average 110. Six pins still standing, and they're all clustered right in the center. And she made the spare. What I was referring to, as far as Mal is concerned, was her first appearance on the show. She rolled a 359 to Stacia Zernicke's 387, and that was in December of 1973. All right, the bonus ball. And she gets a 7-pin drop. She has the 5 and the 8 and the 10. Oh, she hit the piece of wood, and it went to one side. She didn't get at the pin. The amazing thing is that the first 3 appearances of Mal Onorato in 73, in 77, and in 78 were all against Stacia Zernicke. Stacia won the first and the third, and Mal won the second one in 1977. Now Janet Poch, our defending champion, high single 182, high triple 450, league average 123. Half Worcester, right side, punching out the 3 and the 9. Now she went to the left side. She has side saddle triangle made up of the 3, 5, and 9, and she also has the 6 and 10. One more dropped, and so it is a 9 box. Boy, that looked strike all the way, but it did leave the kingpin, the 5. Janet is single, employed by accounts receivable at TNT. Employed by TNT in accounts receivable. That's better, Don. She has the spare. It all depends upon how Don Riley writes it on this card. Okay, Mal Onorato. And she leaves a split, which is made up of the 6 and 7. 3 pieces of wood around that 6. She used them and made the spare. That's the fill. The 2 pins standing are side by side, but the 9 and 10 wood across the 9, not quite to the 10. Let's see if she can get it. Nope, she got just the 9. Mal is the wife of Hall of Fame Candlepin bowler Fran Onorato. They have 2 children and 6 grandchildren. Okay, Janet Poch coming back up again. This time she's working on a spare. Six. The corners are full, and in between she has the 2 and 8. With 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of wood. Wood didn't come back as she had hoped to knock down the 2 pin. 10 didn't go either. 9. Two, 4, 7, 8, and over on the right we have the 6 pin. Oh, too far to the left. Still 3 pins standing. It's an 8. After 4 boxes of the first and the second string, we pause for a look at the scoreboard. And right now, Mal is leading 53-42. Challenger Mal Onorato of Natick. Four horsemen left side and in the opposite corner the 10. No wood. Is it going to go? Yes. Nice shot. Here's the fill. And she has how many? The 7 is rocking, but it's going to stay up. 1, 2, a piece of wood, the 7, and then the 9 over to the right. That one got away. Actually, she just held onto it too long, and it went over and took the 7, but didn't touch anything else. Now she's looking at 1, 2, and 9. She's got it. Now Janet Poch. Too full that time. Her object pin is the 3. She has the 3, 6, and 10 over on the right, wood to the left of the 3, and also the 4 and 7 with no wood over there. Everything except the 10. She had wood roll over, but it didn't roll over with enough force to knock it down. There it is for a 10. Missed the head pin, left the 4 horsemen right side, and the only piece of wood is over where the 7 would be. 1, 3, 6, and 10, and let's see what happens. Missed the head pin, got the other 3. So it's a 9. Janet has won 5 in a row. Now Mal Onorato. Now looking now at the 4 horsemen left side, with the 1 piece of wood that's on the deck is right between the 2 and the 4. Just a little too thin on the head pin, and it went left rather than into the 2. So the 2 is still there in the 7, and also the piece of wood. It'll be a 9. Pin standing, the 5, the 9, and the 10. 2 pieces of wood to the left of the 5 and 1 to the right. She got it. Another spare. Al Giglio, as usual, is keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams on the big board for the folks who are here. Don Riley, our statistician and coordinator. Janet has a strike. Just had to wait for the final pin to drop, which turned out to be the 9. Ralph Stewart, of course, is our lob line judge and referee. Phil Rubin, our producer and director. She was right on the head pin, but too full. So the first ball netted her 6. We're looking at the 2, 4, 6, 10 with a piece of wood right in the middle, but it was parallel to the pit, and when she hit it, it went neither right nor left, the ball, and it went right into the pit. It's a 7 box. Our crew today: Skip Peabody, Jeff Sullivan, Glenn Fletcher, and Margie McKenna. Now Mal Onorato, today's challenger. She has the, let's see, the 2, well, they're gone anyway now. Only 1 pin left. By the time I finished squinting and trying to figure it out, there were 4 pins there. There's not 1. 1, 3, 6, and 1 in back. That's what Phil just told me in my ear. Pin is over on the left with Hadwood up against it. It's rolling away now. She also has 3 pins on the right, which are the 3, 6, and 10. wood in back of the 3 and 6. Got just a 6 out of there. She was hoping to get 3 and 6 to start rolling over to get the 7. Corners are left full. It's an 8. A fine 122. Now Janet Poch. Strike. First bonus ball.
Catch it! Up the ladder! All right, let's bring it down.
7. Now the 1, 3, and 6 are the pins that she's looking at to try to make a spare, and oh! 1 didn't go. A 10. So Mal Onorato picks up $50 for winning the first string by a score of 122 to 113. Janet Poch has led off the middle string with a pair of 9. She's at 18. Let's see what challenger Mal Onorato can do. Mal has a spare leave over on the left. 4 and 7. She made it. You will not be surprised after looking at Mal, when I tell you that she is an aerobic instructor. That one got away, but she stole how many? Yes, she's still stealing. She's still stealing. They are falling. 1 and 10 are the only pins standing right now, so the fill is 8. So she goes for the head pin, gets a bounce. Almost pulled it off. Sent a pin dancing across, but it fell in the gutter just before it reached the 10. And the one on the right turned out to be a roadblock. So it's a 9. Mal leading by 18. Now Janet Poch. She's looking at 1, 3, and 9. No. It was 2, 5. And she gets the third for a 10. Pin rocking back and forth. That's 3 and 4 are the pins. 3 still rocking. She fires and she misses. It's a 9. So Janet, trailing coming into this middle string, has rolled 9, 9, 10, 9. Mal began with a spare and 8 for a fill. This is her third box. Corners are full, and she also has the 1 and 2. Missed the head pin, got the 2. So now she's looking at 1, 7, 10. It'll be a 9. She left the 7 pin. Mel had a 591 to win her roll-off. 2, 7, and 8. Wood between the pins, one in front of the 7, and wood off to the right. Got the 2 and 7, but the 8 pin wouldn't go. It's a 10. All right, after 4 boxes, as you know, of the first string and the middle string, we take a check on the scoreboard. Right now, in this middle string, after winning the first one, 122 to 113, Mal Onorato leads after 4, 46-37. Janet's struggling a little bit here in the middle string. Now she's rolled another pair of 9. She's at 55 after 6, and Mal Onorato comes up to roll in the 5th box. Five pin, 7, and an 8 that is still trembling, but is not going to go down. Wood in front of the 5. She decides what she's going to do, and she got 2 of the 3. Left the corner pin, the 7. It's a 10. Coming in on the right pocket, leaving 4, 2, 4, 5, and 7. The only piece of wood is to the right of the 5. Too far left. Got just the 4 pin. That's too far left, and got only the 7 pin. In both cases, she just held the ball too long. Now Janet Poch, trailing by 18. Too full on the head pin, spread eagle. No wood. A clean spread eagle. 3, 6, 10 on the right, 2, 4, 7 on the left. Oh, is it going to go? Oh, she's got the 2 and the 7 both rocking. Great effort as she swept out the right side, got some sidewall action. That 2 pin is still rocking. 2 and 7 still up, and they're still there. She missed it. Seven boxes without a mark here in the middle string for Janet Poch. 4 pins standing, 1 piece of wood rolling over. The object pin becomes the 2. She has the 2, 4, 5, and 7. She bounced it off the foot foul line. However, it worked. And it went right where it was supposed to go for the spear. Mal Onorato began this middle string with a spare and a fill of 8. She has not marked since then. Diamond left plus the 7, and the only piece of wood is in back. It's rolling in behind the 5 and next to the 8. Mal has left the 2 and the 7. They are still there. It is an 8 box. Opposite a spare by Janet now. Half Worcester right side. She got everything except the 7 pin. Ralph Stewart calls time and wants to check on some wood, but it tumbled into the gutter. For a 10? Yes. All right, Janet Poch up again. She has a diamond to the right, plus the 10 pin. No wood. 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, and nope, she didn't get it. Five and 9. A 9. All right, 10th box for Janet Poch. Middle string. Spread eagle. 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10. Right side. Missed the object pin, which was the 3, has left that, took out the 6 and 10. Now we'll work on the 2, 4, 7. It is a 7 box. A 94. You don't see that very often from Janet Poch. Now Mal Onorato. She has a delayed slow motion strike.
Double up.
First bonus ball goes left. And she still got 7. They just kept tumbling. She's looking at the, for those of you who are unsighted, the 1, the 3, and the 10, and she has a piece of wood in front of the 10. So a chance for a spare, but only if she hit the head pin, which she did not do. Everything but. So once again, $50 in bonus money will go to Mal Onorato, our challenger today. She wins the middle string 110 to 94, and she is leading by 25 pins, 232 to 207. Mal Onorato of Natick, Massachusetts, today's challenger, on the line to lead off in the 3rd string. Two pins to pick up. The 2 and the 4. She has it. for a spare to begin. Now on lane 3, the bonus. And she gets 9. And Ralph Stewart calls time because one of the felled pieces of wood, one of the fallen pins, has rolled up the lane toward us. And as soon as it stopped, then Ralph put it away. Mal may have a little difficulty getting at the 10 pin. She has 2 pieces of wood, and one is just in front of it, but maybe not touching it. I'm not sure whether the ball will go into the gutter, and she's playing way up at the end of the pin, the piece of wood, and it didn't work. It's a 10. Janet Poch fires. Maybe a little too full on the head pin. She leaves the 3, 6, and 10 over on the right. She made the spare. She gets 7 as a fill. And she still has the 3 pin and the 4 pin. 3 and 4 standing no wood. It's a 9. Mal Onorato. Four pin standing, but not so easy to convert because it's the 9 pin in back, and she has 1, 2, and 4. She made it. Bonus. Big 9. The kingpin, the 5, is the only one standing. She has it. 2 in a row. Janet began with a spare, then a 9. One of those tricky triangles with no wood to help over on the left. 2, 4, 5. She made it. Janet has several times looked at a finger on her right hand, which would seem to indicate that she has a blister. I know she would never want it to be used as an excuse should it turn out that Mal would defeat her. But I just want to point that out, that there may be that possibility because she has looked at that finger a few times. A great effort, absolutely great effort. There were 4 pins standing. It was the 3, 6, and She got those and went over and got one of the two. The 4-pin was left on the left. So Mel Onorato has 2 marks in a row and a chance for some bonus money should she put 3 together. She has 3 out of the first 4 in the 3rd string and a 25-pin lead. 4 horsemen left side, she'll have no wood to help. The 1, the 2, the 4, and the 7. She knows that she missed it. As soon as she released it, she knew she wasn't going to get the pocket. Took out only the 2. Plays it safe and goes for just 2 rather than all 3. And it's a 9-box, leaving the number 1 pin. Got the 4 and 7. That one went off to the right. Just 3. Head pin is the object pin, but she didn't hit it. However, she got 8. She has 8 down now. Adding 5 on the second to the 3 that she got on the first, and now it's an 8. Janet, at the moment, after 4 boxes, is trailing by 37 pins. But she can be so explosive. She has a spare lead now. Wood right in back of the 6-pin, in front of the 9 and 10. So, oh, she can't believe she left the 10-pin. So it remains a 37-pin lead for Mal Onorato. Six pin over on the right, 4 and 7 over on the left. 3 pieces of wood pretty much clustered around that 6-pin, and she wants to get it and send some wood over. Well, she did get it, but she didn't get the wood to move. Now she's opposite an 8-box here. So she picks up 2, and the deficit is now 35. Four boxes to go. Mal Onorato in the lead by 35 pins, comes in and has a spare lead with the wood is off to the right, but it's going to be the 2, 4, and 7. She didn't get it. She left the 4-pin. It's a 10. Challenger Mal Onorato misses the head pin, gets everything to the left of the 1-5, and then there's 3, 6, 9, and 10. Oop, that's not going to get anything. Put a little too much right to left spin on that. She likes to have a little spin on it going into the 1-3 pocket. And she wound up with a 9-box. Okay, 4 boxes left for Janet Poch. Janet, who has been an outstanding champion and coming into this, was on a winning streak. All right, everything down except the 10-pin, but a great opportunity here for her to pick up that 10 with a bunch of wood. She still has to be careful of how she plays the wood, but there's a lot of stuff there. She's got it. Spare in the 7th. 35 pins to overcome for a tie. Now, oh, that really hurt. Almost a spread eagle. The 7-pin did go down, so on the right, it's the 3, 6, 10. On the left, the 2 and 4, and the fill is 5. Obviously, she wanted to mark her way up. That one, you could see that she's bothered, and it is apparently a blister. An 8. Now down to the final 2 boxes with a 31-pin lead for Mal Onorato, the lady who's on the line right now, today's challenger. Thin hit right side, and she has left 7 pins, the 4 horsemen on the left side, the 5 and 8, plus the 10 over on the right. Still has 3 pins standing. Two, 5, and 7. And got just the 2. It's an 8 box. Four horsemen right side, opposite corner 7. No wood to help. This is always a very pretty and spectacular shot when it's made. See how she does. Nope. She just got the 1-3. So she'll probably leave the 7 alone and go over to the right for the 6 and 10 and a 9 box. Will she get it? She did. It's a 9 box. 117. Now, Janet Poch, final 2 boxes. Obviously, she wanted strike there. Six and 10 on the right, 2 and 7 on the left. Missed everything. And so we do have a new champion, as Janet Poch was hoping after 5 consecutive victories to make it 6. And this is the last of the women's series for 1995. Jack Ray will be coming back to defend his title, as the men will resume next week. Janet, right down the middle, has left 4 pins on the right and 3 on the left. Almost a spectacular shot, but not enough. Janet won her title on the 23rd of September as she defeated Joanne Rosado, who in turn had defeated her previously. And a fine hand for Janet Poch as she comes off, and Mal Onorato has done it. With the final score here, $50 in bonus money for winning the 3rd string 117 to 111, and winning the match 349 to 318. All right, 667 is our number. $400 to give away when I draw the card, even if it's nowhere near that. A $50 gift certificate from Christmas Tree Shops goes to the person whose name is on that card. Okay, let's dig in the back here somewhere now. 667 is what we're looking for. This one comes from Cambridge, and it is Egbert Bailey who has guessed 734, so it's going to be up another 50 to 450. Okay, Mel, high-low jackpot's worth $250. You wouldn't mind taking that home, would you? Janet. Right on the head pin. Come on over here, please. Janet. This you knew you were going to get eventually. Yes, I know.
Eventually.
And tell me the truth. You got a blister, right?
Yeah, I do. A very bad one.
And I know you would not want to use that as an excuse, but you've been a wonderful champion. I want to tell you that.
Thank you.
You really have. And Mal did a fine job today. All I can give you in consolation is that from Din Brothers and $350. And I can't find any bonus money.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, well enough. It's okay.
All right, listen, it was great having you here.
Thank you.
I'll see you back again next
year.
You bet your life. Mal Onorato, you son of a gun, you did it. You started with us back in 1973, and here you are a champion. How about that, huh?
I did it.
Yeah, you did it. You and your husband have a way of being giant killers, don't you? He knocked off Tommy Ulster after Tommy had a long, long streak, right?
I know.
Oh, isn't that amazing? Your kids are going to be proud, and so are your grandchildren. $150 in bonus money, $700 for winning. This is from Din Brothers, will be properly inscribed with your name, and that's going to be a very special one. And a $50 gift certificate for being our marksman of the day from Rotman's Furniture, okay?
Thanks, Don.
Okay, and next week, the men are back, and Jackie Ray will be here. He'll be challenged by Reggie DeLine. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.